It's far too many. So quite often, if n is a high value, you're just going to be asked for the first couple. All right, so who are my members? My members are 2x and negative y. Perfect. So they just want 3 of them. So I have 2x and negative y, and 2x and negative y. Okay, n is 12, so that's what I'm going to start with, right? 12, 11, 10, 0, 1, 2. I just do a quick check. Yep, they all sum up to 12. So I have 12C0, 12C1, 12C2. All right. So this is tough, right? You definitely need a calculator for anything involving binomial theorem. Know this coefficient is going to be a 1. Okay. 2 to the power 12 is 4096 x to the 12. And this is just 1, right? So I'm going to ignore that. So that's my first term. Agreed? My second term is, and unless I start with positive, like positives just so I know what my terms are. Or I guess it's just saying the first 3 terms. I don't necessarily need to have my plus minuses. 12C1 is going to be 12, correct? And then I have 2 to the power 11, which is 2048, x11. And this is going to be a negative y, right? And then finally I have 12C2, which is 66. And 2 power 10 is 1024, x10. And negative y times negative y is just y squared. Okay, so again, I think the last, I think I'm going to nix out example 4, by the way, because we've got some other examples to do. So I'm going to keep going. So I've got 4096 x to the power 12. This one's going to become a negative 2048 times 12, 24576 x to the power 11 y. Agreed? Then this last one, I have 1024 times 66. So I have a positive 67584 x10 y2. Did anyone get that far before I did it? Yeah, you agree with me? Okay. Now, something I wanted you to notice too, I'm just going to highlight here. Again, similar to the term number, remember that when I'm looking for the term number, what we discussed over here, R is 1 less than the term number. Okay, so always remember that. That R value is always 1 less than the term number. So initially when I'm starting out, for example, 12C0, that's my R value. R is 0 represents the first term. R is 1 represents the second term, etc., right? So when you're asked, sometimes you're asked for, I'll flip over to the other page. Sometimes you're asked for just the 6th term in this expansion. Again, you can see why I wouldn't ask you to expand fully because there's far too many terms. So if it says the 6th term, just like we learned from Pascal's triangle, this means, yeah, R is 5. Okay, and I know that N, and N is 11, right? Okay, so right away it tells me where to start. So that means I'm starting at 11C5. Okay, that's what R is. Who are my two members? X and -2. Agreed? Okay. Remember what I said about R always matches the exponent on your second member, so that also must be 5. If this is 5, what's this?
6.
Why is it 6?
Because 5 plus 6 equals...
Yeah. Remember that? 5 plus 6 equal 11. Okay? 6 plus 5 equals 11.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? Okay, so you have everything you need. You were just asked for the 6th term, so now it's just a matter of kind of picking your calculator up and... Okay, I'll do, so I get a 462 here for my starting coefficient, and that will be an x to the 6, and this is a -32, which becomes okay. What about questions on that? So that means it's either going really good or really bad. What about B? Can you get that one going before I jump in? The middle you a term number, but you know how many members are in, okay, n is 6. How many members will there be? 7, right? So, I mean, you could even list them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which guy is the middle term? The 4th. So you're looking for the 4th term. Find the 4th term. Okay, if I tell you to find the 4th term, you know what n is. N is 6. You should know what R is. To the power 4? Give me your work.
So I took x and 5.
Yeah, so we got x and 5.
X to the power of 4.
What's your c value, by the way?
6c3.
6c3. I agree with 6c3. Do you? Okay, so if 6c3, remember this guy matches this guy, Neville? So that would be a 3. Yeah, so it's a 3. Okay? So, yeah, whatever R is, you know immediately that's your exponent on your second member. Okay, so that's a 3. So I think you're answer will change slightly, right? I think. 63, you got 20?
No, we got 2,500.
No, but for 63,
Yes.
it's 20, right? And then that's an x cubed. 5 cubed I know is 125. And then finally, I combine that all, I get 2,500 x cubed. Something's going wrong. Is this is this microphone working? I don't know. It's blinking off and on. Okay, well, let's do one more, and then I'm going to leave this last one for today. We'll talk about this one tomorrow, maybe, or you can try it on your own at home. I'll give you some homework, and I promise I'd save time for exam questions if you have, or perm and comp questions. I'll try and have another review for you tomorrow for the unit. Okay, determine the 7th term. Okay, tell me where to start. What are you going to start with? How are you guys approaching it? Are you doing the members first, or? So my members are 2x and negative 3y. Okay, n is 9, right? No argument there. What's r? One less than the term number, right? So if r is 6, that tells me, okay, I immediately put my r here. So therefore, my last exponent that I need is 3, because 3 and 6 make 9. Okay, give yourself a minute. Take all that into consideration. Anyone gonna be brave for me? Do anyone do it again? Did you get a big number? Yeah, I did too. What'd you get? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got too. Anyone else agree? Yeah. Okay, so once you know, because this negative was an even exponent, it disappears. Right? Negative 3, I'd have 6 negative signs, right, Eduardo? So the negative signs would disappear. If that was an exponent 5, you'd end up with a negative sign. Okay, I'm going to leave this one. That's about it, everyone. I'll talk about this one tomorrow. If you want to try it on your own at home, that's great. They do give you a few more examples in the book if you want, and of course they're worked, so it's nice, right? You can ignore that part and just try these on your own if you want. But you may as well, unless you need a bit more practice, get started. I'll just tell you, do as many as you can, right? It starts on page 294, exercise 8.5, and it rolls over all the way to the next. So if you're going to pick and choose, at least do some from the beginning, some from the middle, some from the end, if you can't do all of them. And then that's it. Like I said, I'll try and have an overall review for you tomorrow. I won't try not to forget. And test on this stuff on Friday. And then after that, we're just going to heavily concentrate on getting ready for your exam. Which leaves us a nice amount of time, right? So I know many of you didn't have time to work through the exam I gave you over the holidays, which is understandable. But we can use that time next week to get ready for the exam and to focus on any weak areas that you might have. So are there any questions from parents and comms, any of the stuff that you've been working on, or, the exams?